Turning a little cloudier today with outbreaks of rain in the north, and it heralds a change to more unsettled conditions later this week. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Tuesday.
Exciting. So there's a storm brewing for the weekend. That's not what's exciting. But in the middle of the Atlantic now, something very interesting is happening with two hurricanes that are very close together. And I get to say the word Fujiwara. Have you heard of that before? We have two storms at the moment. This is Tropical Storm Imelda, close to the east coast of America, and Hurricane Umberto. Now, Imelda was tracking to the east coast of America, but because she got so close to Umberto, her course has changed, now veering her away from the east coast, moving into the Atlantic. Now, did you know that hurricanes can dance? Believe it or not, it sounds crazy, but that is happening right now. So when storms get close enough together, and at the moment they are 550 miles apart, they are close enough to interact with each other and start to rotate. So what is now happening on satellite imagery is the two storms are starting to dance around each other. This is the Fujiwara effect. It was a meteorologist that named it, and it means the tracking of it and the forecasting of it is now very difficult. But here's what looks like is going to happen. As we head through the next few days, they'll do a little bit of a dance around each other, and then they will track across the Atlantic. Now, depending on how long they dance, depends on how long it takes them to track across the Atlantic, but it's very likely this weekend, the remnants of most likely Humberto will head towards the UK, and we then get this bullseye across our shores. So very stormy weather. It could well be our first named storm in the season, but for the time being, we need to watch the dance play out to see what happens to us this weekend. Yes, there's been very stormy weather across the coast of Spain, now heading its way to Andy, and stormy weather in the Atlantic as well. We have a hurricane and a tropical storm that is set to interact with each other in the coming days and then head across the Atlantic, being picked up by the jet stream. Light, fairly patchy, but fairly low, so some pretty extensive mist and hill fog. And temperature-wise, 16 to 20 in the sunshine. That should feel very nice indeed. But let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. And the theme is for it to turn increasingly unsettled. By that, I mean more cloud, more wind, more rain. So let's look at the north of the UK. First of all, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be for the time of year. A little above average, but turning cooler into next. Good morning to you. As we head through the next few days, a change is coming with low pressures in the Atlantic, a tropical storm and a hurricane heading towards the UK. And later on this weekend, it's set to turn increasingly stormy, wet and windy. And this looks like it could arrive outbreaks of rain and drizzle in the far north and west, with more rain to come for tomorrow. That's it for me for now. There's plenty more still to come. You're watching Good Morning Britain. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. We've had pretty settled weather lately. That continues for southern areas today, but the north is changing with more cloud and rain moving in, and the satellite picks this up nicely. A little more cloud first thing this meaning, not quite as chilly first thing through southern areas, so we haven't got that frost around. But the southeast stick with the fine, dry, sunny, warm weather, highs of 20 degrees, cooler and cloudier in the far north and west.